What's going on, guys? Get123 here with more Grand Theft Auto 5, and today we've got some awesome, huge, juicy news from Rockstar Games themselves regarding things such as heists, new game mode features, and the confirmation of the 3 new rumored DLC cars, and also the confirmation of owning multiple properties and multiple garages, thus being able to store way more cars than ever before. And there are even more things on top of that we're going to be going over. I don't know about you guys, but this is super exciting news, and this is a huge update. There's so much information packed into one single article, so that's what we're going to be going over today. I'm going to give you guys all the details, so if you're into it, then sit back and enjoy. For those of you who might like to follow along or use the article as reference, the article is posted in the description below, so just go ahead and hit more and go ahead and click that link. Alright, so now to get into it. The article is titled Grand Theft Auto Online Spring Updates. So that right off the bat tells you that these updates are going to be spread out over the entire period of spring, and they said even a little bit later, so probably into the beginning of summer as well. But the article starts off really strong, and it shows this picture here, and it says, running out of space to store all your vehicles or just looking for another place to chill? You'll soon be able to own multiple properties in Grand Theft Auto Online as part of the forthcoming High Life update. So, wow, that is super awesome because, you know, we've been waiting for this for a long time, and a lot of us have been having problems with having no garage space left, and Rockstar actually listened to us on that one, so that is very cool, and it's definitely going to be an awesome addition to Grand Theft Auto Online. So then it moves on and talks about the addition of the Capture Creator, which if you're into creating game modes, then, you know, you might enjoy this, but for most of us, this isn't a huge deal, but basically it's going to allow you to create your own capture game types. So if you're into that, then awesome, but then after that, it goes into the High Life update. Now, this one is the one that the garages are going to be coming with, or I should say the multiple apartments, and also the addition of the 2 new DLC cars. So they said that you're going to be able to buy high-end apartments in addition to the current one that you own, but it's also going to come with the release of the powerful Bullpup rifle. Now, just so there's no confusion, the Bullpup shotgun is the one that released with the game, but this is the Bullpup rifle, so this is a relative in the Bullpup family, but that sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. And obviously, you know, like I said, that's going to be coming out with the cars, which is going to include the Superclass, Pegasi Zentoro, and of course the Massacro. Now, there is no mention of the Huntley like we previously expected, so they might just, you know, not have mentioned it here. They might be saving that for later, or that may have simply been a false lead. At this point in time, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't think that the Huntley is actually going to come out with this update, but maybe I'll be wrong. We should sit and wait a little bit longer for the full information on that DLC update, if there is any more coming anyway. As if all of that isn't enough, we've also got a new bike coming out called the Dinka Thrust motorcycle, brand new wardrobe items, and a slew of new jobs. So that is definitely going to be a huge update coming in spring. The release date isn't confirmed yet, but that is going to be so cool, and I really look forward to that. So then after that, they dedicate a paragraph to heists. Now, still, there's not that much information on them, but here's what they say. Coming this spring to Grand Theft Auto Online, team up with your most trusted crew members or with random other mercenaries in Grand Theft Auto Online to pull off cooperative heist missions for glory and profit. However, they ended all of that with their usual. Stay tuned for much more information to come. So hey, I feel like we've heard that with heists for a long time now, probably because we have. So still not that much information on heists, and they're still telling us there's more information to come, but you know, I guess with anything, we've got to let Rockstar take their good old time. And then lastly, they really wrap up the article nicely, and they say later this year, look for even more additions to both Grand Theft Auto Online and Grand Theft Auto 5, including more holiday-themed updates and some very exciting story mode DLC and much more. So there we have it, confirmation of story mode DLC, more holiday-themed updates, and just even more stuff on top of that. This article is just like ready to bust at the seams because it's just got so much juicy information packed inside of it. So even after all of this, we are still not done. There's still more things packed inside of this article. The next thing that they say, which is kind of a cool random thing, is that they said they're open to keeping unintended glitches in the game if players are enjoying them and they aren't causing any negative impact to gameplay or fairness in any way. So those kind of glitches would include things such as the gate launch glitch. That's not negative affecting players, and it's really not ruining the community or the economy of the game, so I think that glitch falls into that category, and they're probably completely open to keeping that one in the game, amongst others. So lastly, to wrap up the article, we have a list of pretty much random additions to the game that are just bulleted points, and the first one is actually really exciting to me. They said that we can look forward to the addition of non-contact options for races. So, what does this mean? This means that your car is going to be semi-transparent and you will not come in contact with any other cars on the map, except for the NPC cars. So if you have traffic turned on, you can still hit the NPC's cars driving on the street, but you will not be hitting into other players. And why is that good? That means that other players can't intentionally wreck you anymore. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a very respectful racer. Whenever I'm racing the match, you know, I try to politely go around people because I don't want to ruin somebody's good race just by pulling a pit maneuver on them. To me, that is not a display of skill, and I don't want to win that way. And now just a few more random additions. Players are now going to be able to call Lester, and he's going to contact his cop buddies and tell them to turn a blind eye to any crime that you may or may not be committing for a short period of time. So that means that if you know you're going to be robbing a convenience store, or if you know that you're going to be murdering somebody in the streets, you can call Lester and you're not going to get the cops on you for it. So that's going to be pretty cool. Also, now you're going to be getting an RP bonus for leaving ratings on jobs, because obviously Rockstar wants your feedback on player-created jobs and their jobs as well, so you're going to be getting an RP bonus every time a player likes or dislikes content after playing it. So if you leave a like, there's a little bit of RP for you. Next up, GTA money payouts will be increased when completing parachute races, death matches, and LTS jobs with less than 4 players, so that is always good. So up next, Rockstar said that they're going to be targeting RP cheaters in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, they're not going to be banning them, but they did say that they'll be taking away any RP that was earned illegitimately. So that means through glitches, through hacking, through DNS server modifications, and things like that. But don't worry, if you just grinded a mission the legitimate way, let's say maybe you just kept replaying Rooftop Rumble over and over and over for 7 hours straight, they're going to let you keep that RP, because you didn't cheat, you didn't hack, you just played the game the way it was meant to be played. So finally we arrive at the final point for the entire article. They said they're going to be fixing an issue where players who had upgraded personal vehicles prior to Title Update 1.10 were only able to sell them for $10,000. So that means that you're going to basically be getting the value that your car is actually worth rather than that measly $10,000. So with that, guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. This article had a ton of information in it, and in my opinion, it was very unexpected. I didn't think we would hear from Rockstar at all today, and so this was a nice little surprise to myself, and I think you guys probably enjoyed it as well. So if you liked this video and it was informative to you, then please show that like button some love, or if you dislike it, then hey, show that dislike button some love as well, but make sure you tell me why you did in the comments below. But with that, guys, please stay tuned for more videos in the future. I will see you next time.